This is my airstrip, Weedhopper Meadow Airport, designation WI71. Runway 1735 is 1,320 feet long, with trees very close to the runway. Here we're looking south from midfield. Note the trees. Swinging around to the east. And now to the north. Looking north up the runway from midfield. The runway slopes uphill to the north, with the north end of the strip rises abruptly several feet. All this makes takeoffs on 17 and landings on 35 the norm unless wind dictates otherwise. Today we have a 7-knot wind from the southeast, allowing a takeoff on 17 but requiring a landing on 17. Note the trees at 12 o'clock. They're about midfield on the east side of the runway. Here you see the trees on both sides of the runway at the north end. Note how close the trees are on the left here. And there's a berm right at the end of the runway that rises abruptly several feet. Here we are taking off on runway 17, 1,320 feet long, with trees on the left and the hangar on the right, roughly midfield. The trees on the right at the south end are right on the edge of the runway, and there are 50-foot trees about 100 feet off the end of the runway, straight ahead. If I'm not airborne at midfield, I abort my takeoff. After takeoff, if you make a right turn, you'll have some fields available in case you need to land. This is looking south off the end of my airstrip. Lake Lawn Airport is 3 miles south of me. Just before you get to the water, you see at 12 o'clock. Here we're headed east. It's Elkhorn, Wisconsin at 12 o'clock. Again, Lake Lawn Airport just before the water you see there. This will be a low pass down runway 35. Just beyond the water you see at 12 o'clock. See a few trees and then you can see my airstrip. The trees off the south end are about 50 feet high and about 100 feet off the runway. And the trees on the left are right on the edge of the runway, and they're 45 or 50 feet tall. I normally jog to the left here a little bit, so I can get a little lower over those trees off the south end. And this requires me to kind of thread the needle here on slope final. As soon as I'm clear of the trees on the right, I roll out on center line, and normally would touch down if it went further in. And here you see the fields just off the north end of the runway. The area you see at 12 o'clock is called Turtle Valley. It's a couple of miles north of my strip. You'll get a little more altitude here, so you'll get a better view of my strip coming in from the north. This will be a landing on 17. We're headed easterly here. And turning back south, lining up on center line. Note the farm on the left a little bit and one at 12 o'clock. The runway is beyond the one at 12 o'clock. I try not to fly directly over the farm you see at 12 o'clock or the one on the left. We get up here a little ways, we'll jog to the left, go between those two farms, then we'll come back around to the right and line up on the runway for our landing. Note on the landing, there are high trees on the right-hand side, very close to the runway, and trees at midfield on the left. And there is a berm right at the north end of the runway, so we have to clear it and then land. We're on center line for runway 17 at Weedhopper Meadow Airport. 1,320 feet long. There's the berm. We just cleared it. And we touch down. With the trees on the left. Midfield. And we managed to get it stopped in plenty of time. Looking back north up runway 35. Y'all are welcome to come visit me anytime. Just be careful of the trees. Remember, the runway's only 1,320 feet long, so don't let it float. Y'all have a nice day.